Hey guys, welcome. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the service and maintenance cost of my 2010 Skoda Laura diesel. Before we get into the actual service and maintenance cost, let's take a brief look at the history of Skoda in India. Skoda cars in India are known for their robust build quality, premium interiors, and bang for the buck performance. However, they are also known for their high service and maintenance cost due to pricey spare parts. This is something that has reduced the value of Skoda cars in the second-hand market. This means that with a little bit of research and if you are patient enough, you will be able to find hidden gems in used Skodas in the second-hand market. Today, we will look at the history of this car as well as how much it has costed me after I bought it. I bought this car last year with around 34,000 kilometers on the clock. It was a single owner car in very good condition. Looking at the service history, it has a mix of both authorized service station as well as independent garages. To give you guys a proper estimate on the maintenance and service cost if you plan to buy a 10-year-old car, I have decided to split it into three categories. The first being essential service and maintenance, the second unexpected repairs, and the third unexpected failures. Let's start with essential service and maintenance. Here we look at the engine oil. So Skoda recommends an engine oil change once every year of 15,000 kilometers. Since my car is tuned, I have decided to reduce that limit to 9,000 kilometers. Hence, over the last 1 year, I have changed the engine oil twice at a cost of 6,000 rupees each time. Moving over to brakes. So the brakes of the car were in decent condition. However, since I had tuned the vehicle, I thought it's better to get the brakes changed to maintain good stopping power. The rear brakes were very good, but the front brakes had worn out discs and pads. Also, there was a persistent ABS and traction control light which was diagnosed to worn out wheel speed sensors. The brake discs was 8,700, the brake pads were 5,000 and the set of wheel speed sensors were 12,000. However, Skoda managed to get us a good deal on the wheel speed sensors at 4,000 for a set. Hence the total cost came to approximately 17 to 18,000 rupees, all done. Other essential services included the coolant change at 2,000 rupees, the diesel filter change at again 2,000 rupees, and the interior cabin filter at 1,000 rupees. These were purchased at Skoda but changed outside at an independent garage. Moving over to the unexpected repairs. In this section, we look at the wheel bearings. So immediately after the brakes were changed, like within 2 weeks, when we went on the next long trip, we found out a rumbling noise from the wheels. When we took it to Skoda, they told us that the front wheel bearings had gone. This was a little weird because the car had only done around 45,000 kilometers at that time. And wheel bearings generally last for over 1 lakh kilometers. A little bit of research online showed that if the wheel discs are stuck onto the vehicle, if the technician has used improper amount of force, there are chances to damage the wheel bearings. However, Skoda being Skoda didn't agree to that, but a little bit of back and forth and they gave us a good discount on a set of brand new wheel bearings. The original cost of a single wheel bearing is around 11 to 12,000 rupees, but we got the front two changed at a cost of 16,000 rupees all in. Moving over to unexpected failures. So this happened during a road trip early this year where the clutch lost all pressure and went straight to the floor. We suspected the clutch master cylinder, and after getting the car towed to the nearest Skoda dealership, the technician also confirmed that it was the clutch master cylinder and slave cylinder that had failed. The parts were reasonably priced at 13,500 and the cause for the failure was routed to the previous owner who had predominantly used the car only in the city, putting additional strain on the clutch components. So this covers the maintenance cost which I have spent over the last 1 year. The total comes to approximately 65,000, which is quite decent for a premium D segment sedan which is 10 years old. The general thumb rule when buying a used car is to always have 10% of the original value of the car as a backup for unexpected repairs, service and maintenance. This will ensure you have a good experience with the car throughout the time you own it. This is the amount which I had to spend over the last 1 year. However, there are some other things to look out for. The first being the AC compressor. Skodas are notoriously known for failing AC compressors, and this is a pricey affair. It can cost upwards of 50,000 at a Skoda dealership and approximately half the price outside. The suspension on these cars are really robust and can last a long time. However, after 1 lakh kilometers, you can expect to have some suspension wear, and this can cost up to 1 lakh at a Skoda dealership and maybe half the price outside. Moving over to the clutch. So the clutches on these cars are quite strong and can last comfortably for 60 to 70,000 kilometers if driven properly. A replacement clutch is approximately 40,000 at Skoda and half the price outside. If you compare this to my Honda City, where I have compiled the cost of maintenance over 11 years, you will see that this amount which I spent in 1 year is quite large when compared to the amount I spent over 11 years for that car. This just shows that when buying a used car, you never know the old history, and it's always better to have extra cash and funds to take care of unexpected service and maintenance. This being said, buying a car like this for 5.25 lakhs is way better than buying a new car for 5.25 lakhs. I think you guys will agree with me. I hope you guys found this video interesting and informative on the prices of maintaining a 10-year-old Skoda. And if you guys plan to buy such a car, now you know what to expect and how to take care of it. Please share this video with your friends and subscribe to JRS Cars for more such car content. Thank you.